Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL news cycle lately, you've probably noticed that the NFC North is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing divisions heading into the 2025 season. And let's be honest, the Chicago Bears are at the center of a lot of this chatter. You see, there's a potential blockbuster trade on the horizon that could shake up the entire division, and it involves none other than Alvin Kamara, the dynamic running back from the New Orleans Saints. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Kamara, isn't he getting a bit long in the tooth at 30? Well, yes, but let's take a closer look at what this could mean for the Bears, for Kamara, and for the NFC North as a whole. First, a little background for those who might not be fully caught up. The Saints, as many of you know, have been navigating a bit of a rough patch. Their roster isn't quite what it used to be, and their quarterback situation has been a point of concern. After Drew Brees retired, the team has been trying to find stability at that position, and it's been a bit of a roller coaster. Now, with the 2025 season approaching, many analysts and fans are already calling for a rebuild. The Saints, in their current state, don't look like a playoff contender, and that's why a trade like this makes a lot of sense. Alvin Kamara, despite his age, is still a top-tier player, especially when it comes to his versatility and ability to impact both the running and passing game. So, what's the big story? Well, according to some NFL insiders, there's a strong rumor that the Saints might trade Kamara to the Chicago Bears, a team that's been quietly building towards something special. This isn't just speculation, it's a strategic move that could benefit both sides immensely. For the Saints, it's about acquiring draft capital to fuel their rebuild. For Kamara, it's about joining a team with playoff aspirations and a chance to compete for another Super Bowl. And for the Bears, this could be the missing piece in their offensive puzzle. Now, let's break down why this trade makes sense for Chicago. The Bears, as we all know, have been trying to revamp their offense under head coach Ben Johnson's system, aiming for a more dynamic, multidimensional attack. They've already got a solid quarterback in Justin Fields, who has shown flashes of brilliance, but needs more weapons around him. Adding Kamara could be a game-changer. His elite receiving skills out of the backfield, combined with his vision and versatility, would give the Bears an offensive weapon that defenses just can't ignore. Kamara's ability to line up in multiple roles, running, catching, even lining up as a receiver, aligns perfectly with Johnson's offensive philosophy, which emphasizes adaptability and creating mismatches. At 30 years old, Kamara might be considered a veteran, but his performance last year tells a different story. He set a career high in rushing yards with 950 yards on 4.2 yards per carry. That's impressive, especially given the wear and tear that comes with a player of his age. Not only that, but Kamara also proved to be a reliable target in the passing game, hauling in 68 receptions for 543 yards. His ability to make plays in space and create yards after the catch is what sets him apart from many other backs in the league. Even at this stage of his career, he remains an above-average starter, capable of elevating the offense and taking pressure off Justin Fields. But let's not forget about the current Bears running back room. Despite signing DeAndre Swift last year, he didn't quite live up to expectations, rushing for 959 yards at an inefficient 3.8 yards per carry. Sure, he's a talented player, but Kamara brings a level of consistency and explosiveness that could push Swift into a more complementary role. If the Bears manage to acquire Kamara, they could effectively turn their backfield into a dangerous duo, with Kamara handling a significant workload as the primary back, while Swift adds depth and provides a change of pace. Now, I know some of you might be concerned about the financial side of things. Kamara's contract isn't cheap, and the Bears would need to absorb some of that cap hit. According to NFL sources, the Bears would likely need to offer mid-round draft picks to get this deal done, and they'd have to manage his cap hits carefully. That's always a concern with a team that's been cautious about their salary cap. But when you consider the potential upgrade in talent and the immediate boost to your playoff chances, it's a trade worth exploring. Right now, the Bears are plus 190 odds to make the playoffs next year, and adding a player like Kamara could tip the scales in their favor, making them a serious contender in the NFC North. Speaking of the division, this move could have ripple effects that go beyond just Chicago. The Vikings, Packers, and Lions are all looking to improve, but a Kamara acquisition for the Bears could shift the power dynamic significantly. It's a move that signals the Bears aren't just looking to compete, they want to dominate. And let's be honest, the NFC North has become more competitive than ever, with the Lions making impressive strides and the Vikings always lurking as a threat. The Bears making this kind of move shows they're serious about contending and that they're willing to make bold decisions to get there. Now, I want to pause for a second here, just for a moment. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let's continue with the big reveal. So what does this mean for the Bears' future? Well, if they manage to bring Kamara on board, they're not just adding a player, they're adding a leader, a proven performer who can elevate everyone around him. His experience, combined with his playmaking ability, could be exactly what Justin Fields needs to unlock his full potential and turn this team into a playoff powerhouse. And don't forget, with the NFL being so competitive, every little upgrade counts. The Bears have been building this team with a long-term vision, but a move like this would give them an immediate boost, showing they're not afraid to take risks if it means winning now. Of course, there are questions. Can the Bears manage Kamara's cap hit? Will the Saints accept mid-round picks in exchange? And how well will Kamara adapt to a new team and system at this stage of his career? Those are all valid points, but if history tells us anything, it's that adaptability and talent can often overcome logistical hurdles. The key will be whether the Bears' front office is willing to make that bold move, and if Kamara himself sees Chicago as the right place to chase another Super Bowl. In the grand scheme, this potential trade reflects a broader shift in the NFL landscape. Teams are more aggressive than ever, willing to part with draft capital or take on salary to acquire proven stars. The Bears, under GM Ryan Poles, have shown they're not afraid to make bold moves. This could be their next big step towards becoming a serious contender once again. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think acquiring Alvin Kamara would elevate the team to new heights? Would you be excited to see him in that navy blue and orange? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. Remember, this isn't just about one trade. It's about the future of a franchise that's hungry for success, eager to make its mark in the NFC North and beyond. The potential of adding Kamara isn't just about boosting the offense. It's about sending a message to the entire league that the Bears are back in the game, ready to compete at the highest level. So, buckle up, Bears fans, because the 2025 season could be one of the most exciting chapters in the team's recent history, and you won't want to miss a second of it. Thanks for watching, and as always, bear down.